When Bucky Barnes returns from the dead in Captain America Winter Soldier, he was sporting a shiny cybernetic arm and some serious superpowers. Those powers aligned pretty closely with Steve Rogers, making him on par with Captain America. And this was due to two different things: the experiments performed on Bucky while he was imprisoned by Hydra, and the super soldier serum administered to him by the Soviets. While it wasn't the same serum Steve received, it was stable and seemed to grant Bucky the same abilities. For Captain America, that essentially means that he's the absolute peak of human performance and possibility. Basically, that's what the serum does. It unlocks a person's full potential. What looks like superpowers is actually the absolute top tier of human ability. And it seems that Bucky shares this with Steve. Given that these two characters are so similar in abilities, many fans have wondered what makes Bucky and Steve different, other than the cybernetic arm. As it happens, this isn't really clear. Data on the Winter Soldier's capabilities in the MCU isn't easily found. Still, because he is so similar to Steve, there's hope. One question keeps popping up, and it's to do with his top running speed. After all, the man was seen outrunning some semi-trucks, which isn't something anyone can do with a few stretching exercises. So it really begs the question, how fast can Winter Soldier run? While we don't definitely know the top speed of Bucky, it's possible to determine Captain America's top speed in the MCU, because Cap's top speed is 60 miles per hour in the comics, but the MCU seems to do things a bit differently. According to the Wakanda Files, a technological explanation of the Avengers and beyond, Cap can comfortably run 13 miles in 30 minutes, and if you break this down to miles per hour, Cap's comfortable running speed is basically 26 miles per hour on average. Of course, that's his comfortable running speed, which is what we saw when he first met Sam in Captain America the Winter Soldier. He was just casually running around the DC Mall saying, "On your left," to Sam's annoyance. Still, given the need and opportunity, he can probably run even faster. For reference, Usain Bolt, otherwise known as the fastest man alive, has hit a top speed of 27.8 miles per hour in the 100-meter dash. The biggest difference between the two, other than the fact that one is a fictional person, of course, is that Bolt isn't a distance runner like Cap. Steve doesn't really get tired, or as he likes to put it, he can do this all day. That's not simple boasting, too. Because of the super soldier serum, Cap can go for hours on end without getting tired since his physiology keeps giving him energy. Granted, it's not sustainable forever, but it implies that he could run faster than his comfy speed of 26 miles per hour should the need arise. And let's assume Cap can run as much as 30 miles per hour when he really needs to put the pedal to the metal. Using that as a standard for super soldiers, it's possible that Bucky can actually run a little bit faster. He's demonstrated his speed several times throughout the MCU, and unlike Steve, he was programmed to push himself to the upper limits during every engagement without holding anything back. Because of this, it's reasonable to assume he can run as much as 33 miles per hour at his top speed. Unfortunately, this is little more than an educated guess. Still, at the very least, the Winter Soldier can run as fast as Captain America in the MCU. And in the comics, both characters fall under the same speed scale, which is peak human, which means specifically that they're able to run at extraordinary speeds. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't amount to any measurable speed, and it's more or less just, a vague classification, but it's all we got. And the topic comes up often on sites all over the internet, and fans have put in their own 2 cents, trying to figure out a figure for how fast Bucky Barnes is. They actually think that there's a range here, between 50 and 70 miles per hour, but the lack of information here is really the question mark. Until Marvel confirms anything else, we have to say that the Winter Soldier's speed will have to remain somewhere between 26 and 33 miles per hour in the MCU.